Hi everyone and welcome to our science lesson. So I hope you had fun yesterday learning about all the different types of animal groups. I wonder if you can think now, what were the 6 types of animal groups that we learned about yesterday? Pause the video and have a think, what were the 6 types that we were thinking about yesterday? Off you go. Right, shall we see if we can remember them? So we had birds, mammals, fish, reptiles, amphibians, and insects. Did you remember all 6 of those? Well done if you did. Right, we're going to move our learning on a little bit today. We're going to think another way that you can group different animals. So let me share my screen with you, and then we can see what our learning objective is for today's lesson. So there's another way that you can group animals, and that is by what they eat. So there are 3 types of animal based on the things that they eat. So today we are going to learn to know what a carnivore, omnivore, and herbivore are. And we're still in our remembering stage, so we just want to learn what these things are today. So to be successful, we need to be able to define a herbivore, so to say what one is, to define a carnivore, to say what a carnivore is, and to define an omnivore, to say what an omnivore is. Shall we do my turn, your turn quickly to check we can say those words? So first one, my turn, herbivore, herbivore, herbivore. Good. Let's try the same with carnivore, my turn. Carnivore, carnivore, carnivore. Brilliant. And last one, my turn, omnivore, omnivore, omnivore. Fantastic, super, well done. So let's get on with our learning then, shall we? So our first thing that I would like you to do is I've got a video for you to watch. It's a bit of a silly video, I hope you enjoy it, but it does tell us what a herbivore, carnivore and omnivore are. So first thing I'd like you to do is to watch the YouTube clip and watch it up until 3 minutes and 33 seconds. And once you have watched up to that point, you should be able to know what a herbivore is. So then I'd like you to do a little journal alert and write down in your journal, in your books, what is a herbivore? So pause me now and go and watch that video. Off you go. Right, I wonder if you got the same as me of what I wrote down in my journal. Let's have a look. So a herbivore is an animal that only eats plants and they have flat teeth. So hopefully you found out and you wrote something that was similar to that. Well done. See how I've written it in my nice journal style there. Okay, next one. Are you ready? Next task. What is a carnivore? So in a second, I would like you to go back to the YouTube video and press play again until you get up to 7 minutes and 31 seconds. You should at that point be able to know what a carnivore is. So can you then do a journal alert and write down in your book, what is a carnivore? Off you go. Right. I wonder if we got the same in our journals. Did we write the same journal alert? Let's have a look. I wrote down that a carnivore is an animal that only eats meat. And they have really sharp teeth, like was shown on that skull, like tigers have. Well done if you managed to find out what a carnivore is. Super. Okay, ready? Last one. What is an omnivore? So I'd like you to now watch the rest of the video and it should tell you what an omnivore is. So when you found out, journal alert, can you write down in your book what an omnivore is? So pause me now and off you go. Super. Right, let's have a look. Did we get the same things in our journal? What did I write down? I wrote down then omnivore is an animal that eats plants and meat. They have sharp and flat teeth, a bit like us, don't we? We have sharp teeth at the front and we have flat teeth at the back so that we can eat both plants and we can also eat meat. Well done if you managed to write 3 beautiful definitions of a herbivore, a carnivore, and an omnivore. Fantastic. Right, what I would like you to do is now I would like you to reflect. So we're getting really good at this now. So I'd like you to think about what we've learnt today. Now you know that a carnivore eats meat, a herbivore eats plants, and an omnivore eats plants and meat. How do you think knowing that is going to help you to do your David Attenborough style video? How is that going to be helpful to you? So can you reflect on how you're working towards your outcome for me? And then, like always, reflect on your resilience. So how have you shown resilience in your learning today? How have you shown resilience in this lesson? So can you write that in the resilience column for me, please? Once you've done that, come back to the video one more time just to see if we got some similar things in our reflection boxes. Off you go. Right, let's see, shall we? Let's see if we got similar things in our reflection boxes. So for my outcome reflection, I've said that I now will be able to describe the animal in my video as either a carnivore, a herbivore, or an omnivore. And you remember on our launch page for our things we need to include, that was on there, wasn't it? We needed to include whether it was a carnivore, a herbivore, or an omnivore, because that is something that David Attenborough describes his animals as. And for resilience, I thought of an example that might have been true to you and that I've seen in some of your work. So I was finding it a challenge to keep my handwriting the same as it is in school, but I persevered and I am proud of how it looks. So maybe that's true to you. Maybe you think at home, well, no, that my writing is not as neat as it normally is in school, but I've shown some resilience and I have made sure that my writing is as neat as it can be and the same as it would be at school. Super. Well done. I think from looking at our learning objective, we now know, don't we, what a herbivore is. We now know what a carnivore is. And we now know what an omnivore is. Super. Well done, everybody. Fantastic lesson. And I look forward to extending our knowledge even further tomorrow in science. Have a lovely evening and I will speak to you tomorrow. Bye.